Ugh. Ooh. There it is. Bruh. Oops. There we go. What is up, Benner? Yo! Yeah, no, I wanted to stream like 3 hours ago, but let's see, what happened 3 hours ago? Oh, I wanted to stream 3 hours ago. So, whenever I'm about to go live right now, I want to make sure that I can stream for more than 10 minutes. So I'll play the game for like 5 minutes. Also, I think I need to turn the camera down. I'll play the game for like 5 minutes just to see if my hands are getting tired really fast. And if it's not, then I'll go live. And so I did that like 3 hours ago and it like immediately got cooked. So that's why I didn't go live earlier. Hopefully, you know, I'm going to be honest. I already have a feeling this stream is going to be extremely short. But I wanted to stream every day because I low-key realized that it's better to stream for 20 minutes than to not do a stream. Right or wrong? I would rather be able to say that I've streamed every day, even if the stream is 20 minutes, bro. So that's what I'm doing, basically. I did do the 5-minute test. It was more of a 3-minute test. I kind of just realized that I needed to stream regardless. Bro, if I can't play the game, I'm just going to stream anyways for like 20 minutes and then call it. Regardless, bro, regardless. The stream will happen. Already technically halfway to the 20. I basically just did a bunch of wrist and hand warm-ups. For like 10 minutes. Let me change this music. Hold on. I need something more exciting. I want to low-key get a sub 70 right now, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's probably unlikely. I don't have the timer for this one though, so we won't know. It's okay. This is a warm-up. Yeah, this is a bad pattern anyways. Like, okay, this is what I mean. It's a freaking warm-up. If I'm missing pogo throughs, you know it's a warm-up. What the frick? I don't even know, man. This is a warm-up. It's okay. I'm gonna really see, you know, if I can get a sub 70 GMS. I'm gonna do like maybe 10 attempts. If I don't get that, either one, my hands are feeling good. Unlikely. If that happens, then maybe I'll do like some Hiles practice, you know, Hiles arena. Otherwise, I'll probably just stall for like 10 more minutes and then end the stream. The monitor is coming tomorrow, bro. The monitor is coming tomorrow, supposedly. I mean, it could always get delayed, but it says tomorrow. And then the CPU should be either the same day or the day after. I just have the title as 2 days because, you know, it's probably going to be 2 days. It could technically be tomorrow, though, but probably 2. Either way, the monitor should be tomorrow. In theory. Oh, I gotta fix the timer. Hold on. I need this to be minus 11.5. Once I get the new PC, bro, I'm probably going to be learning a bunch of rooms. This is what I'm going to spend the next couple weeks on while I'm recovering. And hopefully by the time I've learned all the rooms, I will be able to play the game for like 10 hours again. And then I can just, you know, actually do runs and actually get better at the game. You know, that would be pretty cool. That might be a couple weeks, maybe even a month. I don't know, bro. The thing is, bro, I'm not even really aiming for sub 50 anymore because sub 50 is... I need to start the timer. What am I doing? So I basically got sub 53 times in my freaking stream before I got cooked. I don't know if you remember that. Okay, I didn't literally get sub 50, but I was on sub 50 pace 3 times in the house arena, and then my game started stuttering, and you can call it cope, and I 100% started stuttering, and it died. Look, I would have the sub 50 is what I'm trying to say. Sub 50 is no longer the goal. I think genuinely, call it cope. I think genuinely I could like get sub 50 so easily now. I don't even think it would be even slightly hard. Like, I'm not saying I could do it instantly, but I do think it would be pretty easy and probably only take a few days if that's what I was going for. That's not what I'm going for anymore. Right now, I'm not going for anything because I can't. But I think my more immediate goal is going to be sub 49. Once I can get back into playing the game in like maybe a month. I hope by the end of May, I will be doing runs again. Which is in like 5 weeks. Almost 6 actually. But I'll be going for sub 49 pretty much immediately because sub 50 is really not a big deal anymore. And then, you know, from there, bro, you know what, the last milestone, sub 48. I promised myself I was not going to stop running this category until I got sub 48. And I'm still, bro, I'm not gonna freaking let myself down. Now, I don't know what happens after that, to be honest. But to be honest, that's probably not happening for a little bit. I think it could happen this year, maybe, depending on how things go. Sub 48 could happen this year. It's possible. But I don't know if it will. It's really hard to say. What I don't know for sure is if I'm going to keep going after that. I know I'm going to get sub 48. It's not even a question. Even if it takes years, I know I'm going to get it. But I don't exactly know what comes after. Maybe by then a sub 47 will be on the horizon, but maybe not, and maybe I'll just freaking start doing something else. I know for a fact that once all of the DLC for this game is released, which could be like 4 years or something, but maybe just 2 or something, I don't know. Hopefully it's not too long. But I know that by the time all the DLC for this game comes out, I'm gonna run the max percent category. And that's gonna be fun, but I don't know how much I'm gonna actually do. I'm mainly just gonna do that because it's gonna be cool. I don't know if I actually grind that out, but like, that's just one idea that I have. Other than that though, I'm also not opposed to running other games, you know, like games that come out. I don't think I'll run any old games, but like new games, maybe. That's all so far in the future. I'm not really thinking about it though. It's sort of just like things that could maybe happen depending on how things go. Dang, bro, 80%. So you're missing probably a lot of tools. I think that's like half the percentage is tools. I mean, bro, I still don't have 100%. It's all good. I'm probably gonna get 100% whenever the DLC comes out. So I'm not even gonna have a real 100%. It's gonna be a fake one. Do a few more attempts. You play on PS5? Dang, bro. I mean, that's probably pretty cool, but like, dang, bro. Using a controller for this game, I honestly cannot imagine. It's probably fine. I used to use controller for games, but I haven't done it in so long, so I literally can't imagine what it's like. It just seems like it would be so bad, but I don't know. It's probably fine. Can't imagine using keyboard. I guess that's just how it is, bro. I'm gonna do a few more attempts. If it keeps going horribly, we're gonna switch to House Arena. I want to, you know, do as much stuff as I can before my hand gets cooked. Could literally be any minute. I didn't start the timer again. Really? Dude, I feel like Celeste is awful on controller. Which is kind of funny because there's like a lot of top players in that game that are on controller, but you know, I'm just a tweaker, bro. I just like, I haven't used a controller for a game since Cuphead, which is, I think that's a pretty universally controller game, right? Like, I think even the top one is a controller, but I could be wrong on that as well. That might like be a thing where I once again am just completely tweaking, and people use keyboard for that too. They probably do. I would probably use keyboard for that if I started playing it today. I used to like sometimes use keyboard for stuff. Like I used keyboard for Hollow Knight for a little, or sorry, I used controller for Hollow Knight when I first played it. But eventually I just only used keyboard for everything. Oh, you're kind of right about the feather thing. I actually specifically remember, because I have a controller plugged in. I always have a controller plugged in. I specifically remember I would use the analog for those parts because I had the controller right next to me. And I would only use it for those feathers. Because it was horrible on keyboard, unfortunately. But I would use keyboard for everything else. Also, I'm getting like horrible patterns. I'm not even lying. Let me try and lock in for one attempt. And if it still goes bad, I'm going to switch off. I mean, bro, these patterns are so bad. Like, bro. I swear I'm not coping. These patterns are actually bad. I could do early game movement too. As much as it sucks. Like, dude, I swear these patterns are so bad. What even is that? Like, oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, but we're not getting this at 70. Like, what are these patterns, man? It's like genuinely abysmal, bro. It's abysmal. Honestly, what is wrong with this freaking game, man? Alright, we're done, bro. We're done with the GMS. What the heck, bro? Freaking chopped, man. Like, what is this? Honestly, what are those patterns, bro? I don't even think those patterns are real. I think that's like a freaking debug mod glitch. No troll, bro. Should I do a full house arena run? Oh, frick. Well, honestly, what are these patterns? Does anybody know? Does anybody know these patterns? Has anyone seen these? I did see people were doing this, where they would like go to the other one whenever they couldn't hit the other one. Oh, what am I even saying? Because usually I'll just turn around and try to hit the same one, but I see some people like specifically try to hit the other one. And I think it might work because it makes the other one bait to attack you, because it's going to attack you regardless once you like first cross. But then if it jumps, it'll jump towards you and then you can be on the right of it again. Which is like, obviously you want to be on one side of both of them. Probably didn't make any sense what I said. True, bro. Just freaking sit in the corner. I'm pretty sure what I did when I did my casual is I literally... This tech that I used to do, and I thought this tech was going to be like a speed tech that people would do. But obviously it's not because there's combos. But like, this is what I would do. Let me like show you, bro. This is what I would do. In my casual playthrough, I would do this. I would just B-hop everywhere, B-hop out, B-hop in. I mean, I'm not doing a very good job of not taking damage, but like, B-hop in, B-hop out, B-hop in, one hit. I would just do this the whole time. This is what I did in my casual playthrough. And I would just hide on the wall whenever I couldn't hide in the corner. But honestly, bro, the main tech in casual playthroughs is just heal spamming. Just spamming heals, bro, because the heal is so broken. I don't think anyone's seen these patterns, bro. It's like completely new patterns. They like added a DLC that made new patterns. Where is this thing? There it is. Wanderer, bro. Wanderer is the best crest. Reaper's trash, man. Who said Reaper was OP? Look, when did you finish the game though? This is important. Because if you finish in the first like couple days of release, then there was no patches. So it's kind of different. They started patching a bunch of stuff and like nerfing a bunch of stuff. Wanderer is OP for everything though. Like, Wander is just the GOAT. When did you beat the game? How soon after release? That makes a pretty big difference. Yeah, well, obviously it's bad for that. Look, if you... Here's what I remember, bro. In the original patch, the meta... How did that guy just fly up? That's not even supposed to be possible if I go fast enough. Okay, the meta used to be, before any patches, the meta was Wanderer Crest, Flintstone. Flintstone was broken. I don't know what they did to it to nerf it. Flintstone used to be broken as frick. And then Poison. The Pilot Pouch was also broken as heck. And then you would also use Threadstorm. Threadstorm used to be the best silk skill by far. So that was like the meta that I remember using. Also, Delver's Drill with the Poison is pretty insane as well. It was. This is all release patch. After that, though, they nerfed everything. They nerfed Flintstone a lot. They nerfed... Eventually, they nerfed Threadstorm. They nerfed Poison, like, instantly. Because it was broken. And I don't know what they did with Delver's Drill, but I think just because Poison was nerfed, it was not good anymore. But, like, bro... Poison combined with Flintstone or whatever. Flint freaking... I don't know what the frick it's called, man. It's Flint something. The thing that you stab into yourself that makes you fiery. If you combine that with the Poison one, actually broken. How is he flying up? The game's glitched, bro. The game's lagging, I swear. I'm talking about casual playthrough. I'm not talking about 80% speedrun. I'm talking about casual playthrough. Obviously, we don't get any of that in the 80% run, so we can't use it. But I mean, if we could get it, and it was faster, but... Well, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Okay. And, oh, and Dice. Dice with Wander. I don't know if they haven't ended up nerfing that, but... That was insane. But, like, Wander was so good because... There's a lot of bosses where you can just parry every attack they do. And that becomes a lot more consistent if you have Wander. Because you can just do more hits per second. What am I doing? I keep forgetting what I'm doing. It's just like chopped. Bro, I don't know what's going on, honestly. I feel like there's a couple problems right now. My game's lagging. That's it, bro. My game's just lagging. It has to be. Like, I'm getting... Bro, none of this happens, bro. This is all fake. You will never see any of this in a real run. You should be able to up smash that guy and then do an instant left thing, but whatever. That would technically be faster. I don't know what's going on where I'm just whiffing everything, but... It's not good. That's a weird pattern. I don't know if I've ever seen that. There's the freaking parry mechanic. It's so freaking broken. I really don't see anybody doing that, and I don't know why. Because it's broken. The parry mechanic is broken. You can just get like infinite hits per second. Obviously, that's not actually true, but it's a lot of DPS if you can like chain them, and you can chain them for a lot of attacks. Unfortunately, you cannot parry these guys. It would be pretty nice if you could. Holy pattern! Oh my gosh. That might have been the best single clapper I've ever seen. That was like crazy. I low-key need to clip that and see how fast that was. I might be glazing myself, but that looked insane. That pattern was crazy. unfortunately I have to hit this guy a second time. Oh man, that's unfortunate. This could have been like literally insane, by the way. That could have been like a freaking 129 or something stupid. It ended up being a 134. Bad clappers as well, unfortunate. Yeah, I could have golded this, but kind of got unlucky. I actually got 2 hits from that because I hit them both. That's pretty cool. This still ended up being decent, actually. I'll read this message in a second. Still a decent, you know... Wow, I did not realize it took that long to pull the needle. It's still a decent Hiles Arena considering I haven't completed one in months. Not months, weeks. You crashed it. Was that when it was like... just came out though? There was a lot of weird glitches when it first came out. I did that wrong. I forgot what to do. You're supposed to harpoon first. Frick. Also, I think the new meta here is to do something like that. You're supposed to use those harpoons. It was yesterday. That's cooked, bro. But now I think you're supposed to... Usually, before you would like not harpoon there, even though it's faster, because you want the silk for the lace fight. But now that the opener's changed, I think you're not supposed to say... You're just supposed to use them. Let me see if I'm right or not. I have not done much lace practice. Mainly because it just... I'm waiting for the new PC. Because lace is like... Lace is so FPS dependent. Call me Cope. Call me Cope. I don't know. So it crashed during a transition or right after? That's like a really weird crash. But like after as in right after or after like were you still in the animation of coming out of it or no? 1 second after. Okay, so it just kind of crashed out of nowhere. That's really weird. W game, bro. W game. Okay. This is what I mean, bro. If I had more FPS, I literally would have gotten that hit and not been hit. It's freaking insane. My alarm is going off at 1 p.m. I can't really explain that. Wait, did I already stagger you? I'm tweaking, man. Just ignore the alarm, bro. I gotta finish this fight before I can turn it off. Awful fight anyways. Alright, get this off, bro! I can't kill. That is gotta be the loudest alarm of all time. Yeah, bro, you recognize that? That is a peak alarm though, you can't lie. Let me up! So that was a pretty bad fight, but also it wasn't like bad enough to, you know, be terrible. Bro, I don't know. I haven't completed one of these ILs in literally weeks. So I guess this isn't too bad. Also, I think my hand's getting tired, so this might be the end of the stream, unfortunately. W emote blunt. What is up? Yeah, Joseph is the best. Well, okay. It depends on what you mean by best. There's 2 goats. You know the 2, bro. I don't have to say it. I think it depends on if you're going off of coolness or aura. So if you're going off of coolness, then Joseph. If you're going off of aura purely, then obviously Jotaro. No debate. Full clears. Why is it giving me a sad song when I was trying to play upbeat songs? I can't even like do wall jumps. This is so sad, bro. It's like watching your dog try to go fetch a ball and he just gives up after like 10 feet because he's old. It's actually sad. You just have to sit there and be like, dang, bro. Frick. Best part is 4. I do see a lot of people say that. I think 4 is probably the most... well, obviously Steel Ball Run's gonna be the best because... Whoa! I don't think I have to explain that one. I think part 3 is the best, but I think part 4 is the best. Does that make sense? Like, in different ways. Like, part 3 is the most memorable and most iconic, but part 4 is probably better in a lot of more objective ways. Because, like, nothing can top the iconicness of part 3. It's like, bro, when you think of JoJo, you think of part 3. You think of, like, the last 3 episodes of part 3. That's, like, the most iconic the show's ever been. But part 4 is, like, really peak. Just because it's, like, really well made. And there's not really much... Like, I don't know. Part 3, unfortunately, has a lot of episodes that are kind of not that good. But part 4 doesn't really have that as much. Don't even ask what that strat is that I just did, because I couldn't tell you. I could not replicate that strat in 100 alternate universes. I don't know what the frick just happened. Also, this is so bad. I'm sorry that you guys just had to witness the worst fight ever. Bro, I don't know what that strat was. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you, bro. Anyways, this is pretty good considering it is my first completed IL of this in like weeks. So honestly, not bad. Honestly, not bad, bro. That's not bad. Like, that's not bad. That could have been so much better too. That was like pretty mid RNG overall. Pretty mid RNG and not that well executed either. So I don't even know how it's good. The song is a little bit too sad. I think my hand's tired, by the way. So I think that's literally it already. Man, I actually wanted to keep going. I feel like I'm playing good, but frick. I'm actually not playing good. That was pretty bad. No, I think the reason this is a PB is because of new strats mainly. Just being like way better at the game in general. You know what I mean? Because overall, it wasn't that good. It's just that the standards have changed a lot. So if I had done that like 2 months ago, it would be insane. Now, though, it's kind of just decent. See, it's so hard to tell if my hand's tired. It's like I can play, but I think it's weak. And if it's weak, then I shouldn't play. Anyways, W run. Yo, this could have been so fast. This High Halls Arena fight was so weird. I have to look back at it, actually. No, I have to look back at it. I'm actually going to pull it up, and we're going to look back at it. Because I do need to stall a little bit before I end the stream. I need to at least stall it to 40 minutes. So we're gonna look back at this house arena, cause I had an insane single clapper and I don't know what happened. I should have to look back at the whole thing. It starts like here. Wait, does it start here? Yeah. All right. Let's see. This like extension that pops things out in full screen is so nice. It's like actually so nice. Let me see. Does this work? Let me close this. W run. WPB. Honestly, banger. That was a banger run. Where is it? Right there. That is my Twitch. Where the frick? There it is. Alright. Why is it black though? There it is. Alright. We're going to look at the run. Well, actually, we're not gonna look at the whole thing. I only want... What happened here? Did anything happen here? No. The only thing to look at is... this clapper. We have to look at this clapper. This clapper is insane. Let me put it so that I can see chat. Okay. We're gonna watch the clapper. I want to first time it, bro. I started at like 51. It's just like a 9-second clapper. Dude, he just stayed on the wall. Like, it was actually insane. And then he just did... This jump is so... Yeah, okay. That was a very clean fight. I gotta watch this again. It's actually peak. Dude, like, that's clean, bro. Cannot tell me that's not clean. Did anything... Honestly, the rest of this was really clean. Like... I don't think I messed anything up until we get to the second to last wave. All of this is really clean. Like, this is so clean. And, bro. Okay. Look at what this could have been. If I had the next spear here, this would have been a 129. Well, it would have been a 130, but you get the idea. Boom, it would have been done right here. But I had to get for the extra silk. And so that made it, like, way slower. And then he flew up! He flew up! Like, what is that? Have you ever seen this? After the spear, he flies up into the stratosphere. Why would you do that, though? It's just ridiculous. It's just unacceptable. We can't be doing this, man. It's actually not acceptable to do. I don't know why it did this. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Anyways. It sucks because I lost like 5 seconds. This could have been 5 seconds faster. This would have been like a 130. That's crazy. Anyways, it ended up still being pretty good. 135 going in is pretty good. The clappers was terrible, I think. Let me just see. Dude, how quiet is this freaking song? It's very quiet. Okay. This clappers is pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty bad pattern. I don't think I could have done that much more here. I got the double hit there, which is pretty cool. Double kill is nice. Man, that could have been so much faster though. Like, frick! Could have been so much faster. What is my exit time? I don't even know. It's probably bad. A 4.6 is pretty bad. Yeah, okay, it is what it is. Oh, I completely messed up all that movement. Like, all of it. Messed everything up. Like, I literally messed all the movement up. I don't think I did a single thing correctly. This is correct, but this freaking room where you go down, you're supposed to do a harpoon first. I didn't do a harpoon first, so I just got cooked. And then I did some harpoons here, because that's the new strat, but I just don't even know what the strat is, so I just kind of whiffed. Okay, this fight was honestly horrible, but let me just see what the time is. I messed this up a lot. Start at 140. This is dumb. This is FPS glitch. I promise this is an FPS bug. Notice the lace is coming down to sit on me, okay? What happens here is an up slash. This up slash generally results in an iframe. Now you might say, how does it result in an iframe? Tough, you said it. I know, bro. I worded that really well. Yo, look at this though. What's supposed to happen is you up slash, and then because you parry the attack while hitting it, you get like a couple iframes, which means usually you don't take damage here. Now check this out. Okay, I took damage. This is an FPS glitch. I promise it's an FPS glitch. If you have more FPS, it doesn't happen. Anyways. I think this ended up being a 35-second fight, which isn't that bad. But the fight itself looks horrible. Like, this is a very messy fight. Oh, I thought she was going to stagger there. I forgot that I already staggered her. So I kind of just sit there and slashed her a bunch. It looked really weird. Also, I got a lot of these jump parries, which is terrible. But, yeah. The fight is still a 35-second fight. Mainly just because... 36, actually. Mainly just because strats are better now. The opener is like broken. So even though I messed it up, it's still broken. It's just that broken. Then we get to the GMS. I don't think anyone cares about this GMS. It was mid. This was just a mid GMS, right? Started like 1 or 59 or something. I think this was like a 120 maybe. Nah, it was all 116. I mean, eh. Yeah, kind of just mid. I want to see the strat that I did though. Where's the strat? You're right, it actually is. I wish that emote would actually appear, dude. It's kind of dumb that it doesn't. Where's the strat that I did? Where's like the... Oh, here it is. Hold on. Yo. No, actually tell me what this strat is, bro. I genuinely could not replicate this in 1,000 freaking universes, bro. What is that? No one is ever hitting that, ever, bro. That is actually brain dead. I genuinely was like a freaking pixel away from dying so many times. Look at this. No, actually look at how close this was. Okay. Check this frame out and tell me how I don't take damage. I don't know, bro. This thing is coming down on me, so I can't be too far right. I don't know how I'm not getting hit by this hitbox. I'm in the hitbox. I'm like right in between these two hitboxes. I genuinely phased through everything. I've literally phased through every hitbox there. And then I don't even know what I... Dude. That is such a funny looking strat though, because it's like so brain dead. I always do this stupid thing that's really dumb and nobody should ever do this, and there's a reason no one ever does this, where whenever this thing comes down and she's moving into it, I just chase her into it and then hope that I survive, and it's really dumb and bad. Somehow it worked. I mean, defying all odds, I survived this encounter. This is a PB though, like, okay, W lag, WPB, okay. All right. Dude, why does every emote work except for B violin? It's so sad. The only way to see it is to type it 3 times. Can we make a B violin chain real quick? I'm gonna start it. Also, I think the stream's ending. My hand is still tired. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say anymore. I always feel so bad. Because, like, bro, okay, be honest. Do you guys miss when I could stream for 8 hours? Like, just be honest. Do you miss it or do you not really care? Because I always feel so bad when I'm ending. Even though I can't keep playing. I just feel terrible. It's like, bro, I wish I could stream for 8 hours. You don't care? You do? Yeah, no, I mean... I want to stream so bad, but like, bro, I just have to end. I just have to, because like, and do you guys know what I'm gonna do? Do you guys know what I'm about to do? I'm literally about to go lay down in my bed and probably fall asleep. That's all I can do right now. Actually sad, bro. Bro. Anyways. Hopefully I'm back later tonight though, but yeah. I'll see you guys later.